I've had my Passport 9500iX mounted low on my dash. I've decided for ease of use that I'm going to move it to above the mirror. So we're going to use a mirror mount for the Passport, and we're going to use a tap for the wiring that has the pins in the back, so it just goes into the back of the socket to pick up the positive and negative. The mirror mount is a nice little device. At the top there you can see there's a clamp that clamps around the stem on the mirror. You then have a flexible, not a flexible, but an adjustable bracket that allows you to set the mount so the radar detector will hang just a fraction of an inch below the mirror, and you still have access to your buttons if you need them on your mirror for your home link or whatever other devices may be there. The device is available from the package group, and it is available on Amazon. The wire tap is also available in the same place from the same organization. They can actually be purchased together. The mount was $35 and change, and the wire tap was roughly $10. Here we have the wire tap. It has a connector for your radar detector on one end. In my case, this was for the Passport. On the other end, you have a black and red power lead, and these have hard needle-like ends to them that you can push into the back of the connector at the mirror. Now, to get to the connector, which is under here, we're going to slide down on the cover piece. That's going to pop off. Hopefully. There we go. And then the other piece pops off to expose the connector. There we go. And there we have our connector. Now I just have to find the positive and negative wires to get my tap in. And as soon as I locate those, I will get back and give you the coding. And so now we have power to the Passport. So now we'll close that up, which simply will put the covers back on in the reverse order, the bottom one first and the top cover. And now we'll put the mirror mount on, which is pretty simple. You know, the one bracket goes over the stem on the mirror over here, and then you have your angle brackets that allow you to adjust it so that it just hangs under the mirror. We'll be back. And we're all done and buttoned up. Okay, the mount is very easy to adjust. You have your, I guess you'd call it a cantilever there, that tightens down once you get it in place. You use an Allen wrench to get it tightened the rest of the way. The wires are nice and neat and out of the way, and it's all set. And now I should have a better position for the rear detector on it, since now I can see out the rear window. And you know, we will button it up. It goes off with the ignition, and it goes on with the ignition. And you may have noticed over here we have a dash cam. That is a different video that's already been done on here, and that was wired into the overhead and not the mirror. So good luck. Total time took about a half hour. I think the supplies cost me 45 bucks for the mount and the wire. Very simple to do. To find the positive and the negative, I used a couple push pins, bent them so they wouldn't short across each other, turned the ignition on, found my 12 volts with a small VOM. You can get them for 5 bucks at Harbor Freight or some such place. And once I had the wires, I just pushed the pins on the connector into the back of the socket. You do not pierce the wire with them. They just push into the connector very simply. And there you have it. Okay, So good luck, and hope it works for you. Oh, and in the meantime, the old one, I just pushed back the wire into the dash so that if I ever want to use it, all I have is a connector there. All I have to do is pull it back out. That wire goes down through the console, and I pick up the 12 volts at the lighter socket, which is just to the left of that mirror mount there. Of course, these days they're not putting lighter sockets in that area as much as they used to, so you would have to do a different run if you want to do that now. But I think we'll be happier with the higher mount.